Dear veterinarian, welcome to YouTube channel, Dr. V channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor of Veterinary Medicine. In this topic, we will cover brucellosis part 2. Brucellosis part 1 we have already seen. In this part 2, we study clinical signs in various domestic animals, cattle, sheep, goat, horse, pig, then zoonosis, necropsy findings, and diagnosis. First, we'll see the clinical signs in cattle, and most common infection is caused by Brucella abortus. Very important thing is abortion in second half to full term pregnancy. Generally, it is considered as a last trimester of the pregnancy that generally considered a brucellosis case. Other signs are stillbirth, dead calves, weak calves. Another important signs retention of placenta, retained fetal membranes, and reduction in lactation. The aborted animals become symptomatically normal for the further pregnancy. The animal conceive also, but actively shed the organism in uterine discharge and milk in the subsequent parturition. In bulls, the common symptoms are epididymitis, seminal vesiculitis, orchitis, testicular abscesses, infertility, and in both sexes, either unilateral or bilateral hygroma and arthritis. Hygroma is generally observed at the knee. Hygroma is nothing but it is the inflammation of bursa. Bursa contains a vesicle type fluid and there is more collection. So the swelling over the knee is commonly observed in some of the cases of brucellosis. Clinical findings in sheep and goats, and most common infection is caused by Brucella melitensis. Abortion occur in second week to fifth weeks of pregnancy, stillbirth, weak offspring, retained fetal membranes, reinvasion during the subsequent pregnancies, and reduction in milk yield. Almost similar symptoms are observed like cattle. In male, in acute cases, orchitis, epididymitis, and infertility. Again, the same as that of cattle. Arthritis develop in both males and females. In pigs, called as porcine brucellosis, caused by Brucella suis. In pig, little bit difference. Abortion occurred at any time of the pregnancy. Weak and stillbirth piglets, vaginal discharge, and infertility. Orchitis and sterility in boars. Clinical findings in dogs: infection is caused by Brucella canis. Abortion, again at the latest stage of the pregnancy, in 7 to 8 weeks of gestation, followed by a mucoid serosanguinous gray-green vaginal discharge, and that discharge persists for up to 6 weeks. Early embryonic death and resorption of the fetus in few weeks. In males, epididymitis, scrotal edema, orchitis, and lymphadenitis. The dog become lethargic, appetite decreases, discospondylitis of the vertebrae, and that cause stiffness, lameness, and back pain. In cattle, we have observed inflammation of the bursa, hygroma, especially at the knee and other joints. Similarly, in horses, infection caused by abortus and Brucella suis. Here in horses, inflammation of bursa at two regions are very common. One is inflammation of supraspinous bursa that lead to fistulous withers. This bursa will rupture, there will be secondary infection, and there is fistula at the wither and continuously discharging the pus outside, characteristic of the disease in case of horse. Similarly, the other bursa involved inflammation of supraatlantal bursa leads to pole evil. Again, there is inflammation of bursa at the pole, at the highest region of the head, at atlantal joints. Here, the bursa rupture, there may be secondary infection and continuously discharging the pus called pole evil, sickness at the evil. There is distension of bursal sac, the wall of the bursa become very thick. Finally, the bursa rupture, leading to secondary infection and inflammation, and the case become a very chronic. In horses, abortion occurs very rarely. Brucellosis is a zoonotic disease and spreading silently in the human beings, and it causes a occupational hazard. Few cases are also observed in veterinarians. Veterinarian has to handle the abortion cases, the dystocia cases, the retention of fetal membrane cases, and other cases. So veterinarian may get infection. Butchers working in the slaughterhouses while performing cutting of the animal muscle, they may cut the injury on the hand or other parts of the body, And if there is infection in the animal, the butcher may get the infection. Farmers and animal hunters also come in contact with infected material. Frequently, the aborted cases, returns of fetal membrane, infected milk, all this lead to infection in the farmers. And all this come in contact with the animals, infected animal. So it is a great occupational hazard. Veterinarian has to take utmost care during vaccination. They have to wear the gloves. They have to protect their eyes with spectacles. They should wear a full apron. While handling the case, they should apply full sleeve on their hands. These are the precautions veterinarians should take. The disease spread in human by ingestion of unpasteurized milk and other dairy products. Veterinarian, please be careful. Accidental injection of live brucellosis vaccine spread the disease. Transfusion crossing the placental barrier and ingestion of breast milk leads to infection in young ones. In human being, it is a serious, debilitating. Day by day, the body become lean and thin, emaciation, cachexia, and other things are observed, and disease become a very chronic, and that also leads to a systemic infection in human being. Some cases are very clinical cases, acute cases, where there is acute febrile illness with non-specific flu-like signs such as fever, headache, malaise, back pain, and muscular pain is observed. Few cases shows acute febrile illness and many cases shows a continuous undulating fever. The fever little bit high, again become normal, become slightly up, again become normal. A low grade fever is observed for a long time. That is called as undulant fever, a characteristic of this disease, brucellosis in human beings. Necropsy finding of the brucellosis, autolysis of fetus is observed, blood stained fluid accumulate in body cavities, enlargement of spleen, liver, lung, and fibrous uritis and placentitis is a common. This is the characteristic placentitis. The cotyledons become red, yellow, either normal or necrotic. The characteristic is that the intercotyledonary parts typically leathery, just like leather, with focal thickening. This is the characteristic observed frequently. Mild to severe endometritis after an abortion, granulomatous. 2. Purulent lesion in mammary gland, superficial lymph node, lymphoid tissue, joints, other tissue, and organs. Scrotal edema, epididymitis, orchitis, testicular atrophy, and fibrosis. Hygroma is characteristic. Hygroma of the joint common. Other joints involved are fetlock, hock, stifle, and other joints. How to provide diagnosis? So first step is based on history and clinical findings and necrosis. All these three things we have already seen. Laboratory test, isolation of organism by culture, animal pathogenicity test, injection of infected material, all culture in guinea pig, and test for the presence of antibodies. The common samples required to be collected are blood, serum, uterine discharge, fetal stomach content, hygroma fluid, and milk. Immunostaining demonstrate the presence of Brucella species in a clinical specimen. PCR techniques also very useful for the diagnosis of brucellosis. There are large number of tests for detection of Brucella antigen and antibody. The various tests are, we will not tell you, I will not tell you here all the tests, only few tests which are commonly carried out for the diagnosis. Only that I will tell you. I will not discuss in detail, otherwise video become very long. It is the beyond the scope of this video. Rose Bengal plate agglutination test. It is a very quick test, can be performed on the spot. It is very sensitive. Qualitative antibody screen test. So Rose Bengal plate agglutination test or rapid plate agglutination test can also be done for rapidly screening. Complement fixation test. It is an international trade test. It is very specific and widely used test for confirming and testing the animal, meant for export and import. Indirect enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. It is a test of international trade. Fluorescent polarization assay. It is a simple and international trade test. Its sensitivity and specificity is 99% and is similar to C. ELISA test. Intradermal brucellin skin test. It is just like a tuberculin test. Tuberculin is the antigen from tuberculous organism. Brucellin is the antigen extracted from Brucella organism. It is a screening test of unvaccinated herd. Serum agglutination test. It is performed in the laboratory. It is an antibody detection test. The antibody titer of 1 is to 40 is considered as positive in animals infected for the first time in the uninfected area. So in uninfected area, the titer 1 is to 40 is considered as a positive test, positive in animals. While in endemic areas, The titer 1 is to 80 is considered as a positive for animals. Important test, milk ring test is also for the screening from the pooled sample of the milk. It gives the idea about the prevalence of infection in a herd or in a village. It is done from the pooled sample of the milk. It is a simple qualitative antibody detection test in which 1 or 2 ml of milk from either bulk milk take for herd screening or individual animal disease. Generally, 1 to 2 ml of milk is taken from bulk milk. Gamma interferon test. It is a test of choice for detection of cell-mediated immune response. So, dear veterinarian, there are innumerable number of tests. All have its merits and demerits, advantages, disadvantages. Under different circumstances, the different tests are used. You have observed video. I will come with the video brucellosis part 3. Requested to share, subscribe the video, and thank you very much for observing this video.